Good morning. Happy Tuesday. My name is Anthony Special. For those of you who don't know me, with Hawkeye Traders, coming to you live from north of New Jersey. Just want to touch base with everyone. I hope everyone had a great Monday. I mean, the week started off, with some volatility, which we like. Volatility equals opportunity. And today I want to show you how I was watching the market yesterday morning. I want you to see what I see. I want you to see it on multiple time frames, but I also want you to know how I hedged the opportunity to know the direction the market was going to go before it actually happened. And that's the power of Hawkeye, the power of understanding the market before the market does what it's going to do. So, of course, guys, before we jump into that, I just need to disclaim anything I share with you today is for educational and informational purposes only. Although it is applicable to real life, this is not financial advice, and nor to be taken as that. So, of course, yesterday I was looking at the indices, and I figured the best thing I should look at, the first thing I should always look at when I'm trading the indices or equities, is take a look at the Hawkeye Kiss. Now, this is a module that we spoke about last week. This is a very powerful tool that we use. We know at a quick glance which direction the market's going. Now, if we look all the way over to the right here, where we see 10.5, which was yesterday's date, Monday's date, we saw straight out of the open, man, that Kiss just banged to the upside. So that told me that if the market had presented a long opportunity, the likeliness was that the cards were stacked in my favor. Guys, if I knew that, how powerful is it to know that, the likeliness is when the right setup occurs, that if I take it, my chances of profitability are much better than not. So I'm going to show you exactly what that looks like, and we're going to look at it on a couple time frames because I want you to see where the sweet spot is to get in. We don't want to be too late to the party, because otherwise we're going to miss out on all the goodies. So this is a 10-minute chart. I know this is a little long for the typical day trader, but this presented an entry on the NASDAQ at 11,407.50. But you could see a big piece of that move had already occurred. I mean, what if we got in much lower? Wouldn't that make more sense? And it certainly would. So let's cut that time frame in half and look at a 5-minute chart. Now, looking at a 5-minute chart, it gets us in a little earlier at 11,386.25. Now, this is definitely better looking. It took a little time for it to develop, but once it did, we knew the bias was to the long side because the Kiss told us. I mean, that thing banged straight out. And knowing that it was there was greatly the potential to be profitable. But I still think we're a little late to the party here in a 5-minute, and most people would agree if they do day trade. So my sweet spot time is a 3-minute entry. A 3-minute entry that I qualify on a 6-minute and 12-minute. So here is my Hawkeye picture perfect 3-step entry, long at 11,362.75. I mean, you could see how that got me in significantly earlier than the 5 and 10-minute chart, and then gave me the opportunity to really get the bulk of that excitement, the energy I was able to absorb in the move. Now the market opens at 9:30. This transpired all right around 10 o'clock. So, 30 minutes into the market, we were off to the races. The Kiss told us it was, we were going to run to the long side. And that was just stacking the odds in our favor. So when I knew that was going to happen, I said, well, let me look at the optimal time frames here. Let me see where they're setting up. And my preferred time frame is a 3-minute qualified on a 6 and 12. And sure enough, guys, here is your Hawkeye textbook 3-step entry. We got 3-minute entry, trend, volume, 6-minute trend, volume, roadkill, and then we got the same thing on a 12-minute. We got trend, volume, and roadkill. With all that, this just was such a super entry. I mean, you literally had, 80 points worth of movement. I mean, guys, this is a payday and a half. And then to just know that you had that in the books before you even sat at the computer, before you even opened the charts, because you looked at the Kiss and the Kiss told you the opportunity was to the long side today, and sure enough, it certainly was. So I wanted you to see this, guys. I wanted to see how it breaks down on a 10, how you're late, 10-minute chart, you're late to the party. A 5-minute, you're still kind of late to the party, but if you wanted to remove some choppiness, you can use a 5-minute, but a 3-minute for me has always been the sweet spot. A 2-minute and 1-minute entry time frame is just it's a little too messy. There's just too much of this. You can go down to tick charts if you prefer tick charts. Tick charts, I mean, we can time them with our gearbox and gear changer if you prefer that. The ticks do happen sometimes quick, and it might be, for somebody who's a little bit new, it might be a little hard to keep up with so much moving so fast. So that's why if you're day trading, I strongly recommend, especially if you're trading equities or the indices, trade in confluence with what the KISS module tells you to first. Secondly, my recommended time frame is a 3-minute qualified on a 6 and 12, and you will get outcomes that look like this. This is the power of Hawkeye. This is the power of the tools we have. This is the power of understanding how volume works. For paydays like this to occur in such a short period of time. I mean, the market opened at 9:30, the trade triggered around 10 a.m., and by 10:30, I mean, you were done for the day. You made some serious money. So I want you guys to see how that all happened, because it is just that powerful, and these indicators are the indicators that will give you the tools you need to be successful. Guys, this is my thought for the day. You have to be prepared in life to take some kind of risk. If you win, of course you'll be happy. But if you lose, you will be a little bit wiser. The idea here is, when you do anything in life, it's one of two things. There's a reward or a learning experience. Guys, the learning experience needs to be so powerful that you don't make the mistake twice. Because the second time it's not a mistake, it's really a decision. Everything in life involves risk. A business involves risk, a job involves risk, trading involves risk, relationships involve risk. There's nothing I've ever done where I don't first weigh out the risk-reward opportunity to what am I risking to what am I potentially rewarding, and if the risk fails, did I learn something that becomes more beneficial to me in another place in my life, or more beneficial on the path of where I'm going, that I had failed. So guys, I want you to keep that in perspective. The idea is to always mitigate risk and balance it with reward. But if something doesn't go right, it's part of life. It's a learning experience, and you should take that and become wiser from it, not poisoned by it. So that's what I wanted to share with you for today. Now, some of you have chosen to join me already at Big Energy Profits. If you haven't, you're certainly welcome to. We are waiting for our next big trade alert to be triggered, but in the meanwhile, our daily trade ideas have been paying out significant for our members and subscribers. Last week, we had 3 winning daily trade strategy ideas, and yesterday, Monday, we had an entry with 3 targets. All 3 targets were hit. If you had your profit all the way out the third target, you probably could have made about $1,700 if you had three contracts, 1 at each target. You could have cleared yourself about $3,000. The daily trade ideas are not alerted and they're not monitored by me, but I'm giving you the tools that I would use, that I have used in the past if I was actively day trading. So guys, my whole objective with Big Energy Profits is to overwhelm you with so much value that it's just a no-brainer to not work with me, because it makes all the sense in the world. So if you're not a member yet, head on over to bigenergyprofits.com. You can watch a recorded version of the webinar. If you are a member, make sure you are getting full advantage of everything that I have to share with you. Every Monday in the Crude Corner, there's a weekly analysis, a weekly newsletter filled with analysis and commentary, what I'm expecting near-term, short-term, long-term. So make sure you're looking at that. Every day I'm posting every evening I'm posting what I'm expecting to transpire the next day, which is those daily trade ideas, which should be giving you a great opportunity to really, manifest, to pull the money out of the market. I mean, that's the idea here, guys. I'm like I said, I'm delivering so much value that it makes sense to join me. So if you are, make sure you're getting full use of the value. If you have not yet, head on over to Big Energy Profits and decide if working with me is right for you or not. And with that, guys, it's Tuesday. I'm going to wrap up for the day. You can call us anytime. Visit us, at our website, HawkeyeTraders.com, or email me or the team at team1@HawkeyeTraders.com. Anything you need from us, we're here from you. If you are currently using Hawkeye, make sure you're taking full advantage of the the services we're providing. We are giving you coaching. We are giving you inner circle Skype access. We are really delivering the full circle here. We're talking about psychology, methodology, trade strategy. Make sure you're getting all those pieces. Make sure you're using it to your fullest extent. If you're not using Hawkeye yet, you're not prepared to jump in, you want to learn more, that's okay. Click the link below. Watch the V-Swarm webinar with Dustin. He's going to fill you in with some great ideas. He's going to show you how the indicators work. He's going to give you a real broad stroke of what trading with volume looks like. And then you can decide for yourself if this is something you're ready to move forward with. If you are, I can't wait for you to join us. I'm going to be happy to be working with you one-on-one. Happy working with everybody in the coaching room, the weekly trainings. Guys, just make sure you're getting the full, full advantage of being a Hawkeye, family member. All right. With that, have a great day, have a blessed day, have a profitable day, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.